What's up, guys and gals? Your host with the most, Griever, is always bringing you guys the Hunter's Guild Red Hood chapter number 11. So let's get underway with the review, because honestly, I like this chapter. I'm not going to go too in detail about this chapter because I know this review is already super late and I have to try to get this out before movie night. And I've got a long, 12-hour workday tomorrow and stuff, so I got to get to bed soon and blah, blah. There's a lot of things going on. But point of the matter is that Mirio. I like Mirio, and now I like Mirio even more, and I'm pretty sure all of you do too. So it is confirmed that Mirio is the one using these slimes and molds and stuff, and I like that we get a lot of explanation. There's the black brush mold, there's the slippery tree mold, there's something about a steel eater, an iron eater, or iron clawed, or something like there's all these different types of molds, and he's like a scientist. He's a mycologist, and he experiments with all these things and how they work. So he's almost like, I guess, like a slime trainer, sort of like a Pokemon or Digimon sort of idea. It's like, hey, I've got all these different people, they're my friends, and I use them depending on the different, and he does refer to the slimes as friends, but he's trying to see his goal of becoming a hunter is to use, because he's constantly experimenting, he's a scientist, his sort of idea is, can we apply this to, not necessarily a weaponization, but potentially could it be helpful in hunting? Could it be helpful for the Hunter's Guild? Could this his research have breakthroughs to further the goals of the Hunter's Guild? That's pretty cool, and once again, I really like Mirio as a character here, because this whole chapter is pretty much, they meet this new character, this Moscow Cobbs guy. He's got a decent enough design, very basic, very, very simplistic. We've seen this type of design before in many, many manga. Who's got a very interesting ability called the Worksman's Art. Don't really understand how it works necessarily. The first one makes sense, like the good communication. It's like psyching yourself up, like, I'm your superior, yeah, boom, 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 and you get maybe super strength from that. The other two, the flexible one, I guess maybe, you can understand now I can dodge really well. Then the rule number 9 is the one I didn't really, downsizing, I didn't really fully understand that one. So I understood the other two. Worksman's Art seems to be very versatile. A lot of these abilities that everybody has here seems very versatile. But the point is, this chapter was basically to show off Mirio and what Mirio is capable of. And then also gather a bunch of different people. Because at the end of the day, this Moscow guy is basically I'm going to turn a profit. I'm going to become a hunter to, basically grow the corporation and blah, blah, blah. Just a greedy, sleazy businessman. That's basically sums him up. Very, very tropey, very stereotyped. So not really a whole lot to really say about that, but the fact of the matter is that the people that he gathered are now going to join Mirio and Vilo and the rest of their crew. And in their plan, so, because Mirio uses a bunch of different slimes and sort of explains all this stuff. Actually, a really good chapter without having a whole flashback chapter, because it's still moving the plot along by chapter 11, but we basically understand Mirio a lot better because of this chapter. We get his goals in mind, how his abilities work. It explains the whole slime thing from before, with the jail cell cage and stuff like that. It's explaining a lot of stuff. So, really good that they did that while still moving the plot along, because by the end of the chapter, of course, they actually get to the jail cell and they tag out all 6 people, and they get, they said 6 more decided to join us. That's awesome. So pretty much they have all their people back. They got Vilu and everybody and Bonkers and all them back. They're all out of the jail cell, so now they're running away again, and they're just going to say that the robbers are going to start now their counter attack. So that's pretty cool. So they're going to go for their second strike up against the cuffs. They're going to go steal more of the handcuffs from, of course, Grim and all that stuff. So really good chapter overall. I'm sorry that this review is so quick, but realistically speaking, definitely go read the chapter, because it's going to explain things a lot better than I am doing summarizing it. I'm just really happy to get a chapter about Mirio, because Mirio, to me, is one of the more interesting characters we've met since the beginning of the series. I'm really intrigued that Mirio stays as one of the main cast of characters for a long time. I really want Mirio to stick around, because Mirio seems like the type of person who is going to be involved in a lot of really interesting plot lines. I feel like Mirio deserves to stay around. Definitely out of the 6 that stayed, let's say the original 6 that stayed. You had Bonkers, you had the Circus Freak, you had all the other people, I forget, like the circus girl, you had Bonkers, you had Velo, you had Mario, and then you had the priest woman and, or the holy woman, and then you had the scientist dude with the elixir. So out of all them, though, I would prefer that Mario stuck around if I had to pick. So I don't know what you guys think. I just really like Mario's design. I like his attitude. I like his quirks. I like his way of fighting. Like, he's a scientist. He's got all these abilities. Very much reminded me of a little bit of Kisuke Urahara, Mayuri Kurotsuchi sort of thing from Bleach. You know, having the idea like, oh well, like I can fight decently enough, but hey, I've always got a tactic for everything. You know, using combining these two things to, boom, create a flash bomb in the nick of time to get around you and do this to stick you to the wall and blah, 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 like always coming up. Very strategic mind, very tactful mind, and I think we needed a character like that because I feel like Velu, though he's going to be strategic, he's going to be more of the frontline fighter character that we've come to expect from a lot of long-running shonen, so I think Mario brings a different perspective on how some of these fights are going to go. And even this entire manga just straight up said, we can't beat the cops. We can't beat, you know, the two cops. I mean, they're both hunters. We can't beat them straight up. So this is how they're getting around it, by using their minds. So I really like this idea. I'm looking forward to see what they're going to do next, because it seems like in the background we got a few more different cool characters that they might be relevant and stuff like that. Maybe like some of the people that were, Moscow managed to like coerce or threaten with violence or beat them up sort of idea, which that was a little sick and stuff, and Mario wasn't standing for that crap. But either way, it's like we can all get out of this together, we can all get to the academy, blah, blah, blah. I have a feeling that maybe a majority of them still won't pass, but the main ones will pass or something like that. I think the idea is that everybody passes, but I think some people are still going to get caught up in the jail by the end of the exam. What do you guys think, and how much longer do you think this exam is going to last? There's only an hour left, and we only started the exam, you know, a chapter or two ago, so I think probably by chapter 13 the exam will be over. 2 chapters. What do you guys think? Or will it be over next chapter? Or will this go on for another 4 to 5 chapters? I can see it either way, but I'm going to go with chapter 13, end of exam. But what do you guys think? I thought this was a really good chapter explaining Mario as a character who's very intriguing to me. Like, comment, subscribe, and tell me in the comment section down below, who are you most intrigued to see more of? Out of all the cast of characters that we've met so far, who are you most intrigued to see the most out of? Now, once again, I'm going to rephrase that just for a quick second. No, Grimm does not count. I'm sorry. But either way, because everybody wants to see more Grimm. So, but outside of that, who do you want to see the most out of? But either way, like, comment, and subscribe. It's always very much appreciated. Don't forget to drink responsibly, as always, as I always do. And we'll see you guys back here next time. Hopefully this time on time. Now that football season has started, unfortunately, me getting caught up in Sunday reviews is going to be a little bit difficult. So I'm hoping that it won't affect it too much. It just means that I got to get my ass out of bed on a Sunday a little sooner rather than later so I can get these reviews out while still enjoying my football Sunday. So I'm hoping that won't be too much of a problem going forward, but clearly this weekend it was. Sorry about that. But either way, that's it for this video. We'll see you back here for Chapter 12, Hunter's Guild Red Hood. Looking forward to it.